Hi folks, this is Mark for Alienated Youth, and this is the Alienated Youth Retro Hour, where I play old games just to bugger about and really just show the world what cool old games were. Sometimes I'll play old games that are classic, sometimes I'll play old games that are a little bit, good to be bad sort of things. Other times it'll just be random games. I don't know, I've not really figured out the full extent of this yet. But I've been meaning to do this for a little while because this is going to be the first time I'm doing it, and there's a reason for it. And it comes from news we got about a month ago about a certain game from my past. One that's one of my favourite games of all time, getting a re-release, remake, remaster sort of deal. You know what? I made something especially for this, and I'll explain exactly what I'm playing as well. So bear with me. At the end of the February 2019 Nintendo Direct stream, fans were stunned when they were shown this. The reveal that Nintendo was remaking The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening for the Switch broke large swathes of the internet on February 13th. If you don't believe me, just search Link's Awakening reactions on YouTube and you'll see the evidence. But it wasn't without reason. Link's Awakening is an oft overlooked but immensely loved game that may have played a bigger part in shaping the series than nearly any other. Link's Awakening actually started life as a port of the then recently released SNES classic A Link to the Past. Built upon the engine of the Japan-only Keiru no Tami ni Kani wa Naru, it was a challenge for the programming team just to see if such a sprawling title could be produced for the portable Game Boy console. An unauthorised after-hours project for the team, they presented the prototype to the top brass of Nintendo to see if they'd be allowed to put the project into full production. Game director Takashi Tezuka got the surprise of his life when the bosses in Kyoto, impressed with what they seen with the prototype, tasked him with not only making the game, but making a brand new entry into the series for the handheld using the prototype as its base. Initially conceived as a spin-off, Link's Awakening takes place directly after A Link to the Past. Link is travelling abroad to hone his skills to ward off any future threats to Hyrule when he is shipwrecked in a storm. He washes up on the mysterious Isle of Koholint, where he is tasked with retrieving the 8 instruments of the Sirens in order to wake the Windfish and leave the island. The story was very meta for the time, taking inspiration from the early 90s American TV and, in particular, Twin Peaks, which was at the height of its popularity at the time. This slightly offbeat take on the series allowed for some interesting cameos, such as Goombas, Chain Chomps, even Yoshi from the Mario series making appearances. Also, Kirby, Mario even made an appearance as NPC character Tarin. It also provides humour in breaking the fourth wall, such as when the twins near the start of the game give you advice about the controls, but admit they have no understanding about what they are saying. The setting is a huge departure in the series, as it was the first game not set in Hyrule, nor did it have series antagonist Ganon or the protagonist character Princess Zelda feature in any form. Link's Awakening is notable in the Zelda series for introducing major mechanics and beats that have remained series staples since, even influencing the seminal Ocarina of Time in places. Floating around using cuccos came from a set piece near the end of the game. The first fishing minigame in the series was in the north of the starting Mabe village. The concept of the optional side quests originally came from this game too, be it collecting things like the secret seashells to power up your sword, or going through the trading sequences. Hell, even though you had magic flutes in both The Legend of Zelda and A Link to the Past, Link's Awakening was the first game of the series to have music be a core mechanic of the game, with its ocarina item, where you learn different melodies that have different effects, beating out Ocarina of Time by a swift 5 years. Ultimately, Link's Awakening was very well received when released in 1993, and it even led to a remaster 5 years later in order to showcase the new Game Boy Color system. The DX version of the game had full colour palette to show off the power of the new system, and it also had Game Boy printer functionality built in, allowing you to print specific scenes you could unlock during gameplay. It also features a completely new dungeon based around colour that would award you a new tunic that could either raise your attack or your defence. Between the two versions, Link's Awakening sold around 6 million copies worldwide, and the DX version of the game received a Virtual Console release on the 3DS in 2011. And of course, 26 years later, after that initial release on the Game Boy, Link will revisit Koholint on the Switch as well, allowing this quirky, underappreciated, but highly influential game to be shown off to a whole new generation.
Well, I'm not going to lie, when that the end of that trailer came in and you had the Ballad of the Windfish being sung, I get goosebumps. Yep, Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening is coming to the Switch some point this year. It's probably going to force me to get a Switch at some point, because it is one of my favourite games of all time. It was the first Zelda game I actually played. Obviously I was a big Game Boy kid when I was younger, and it was the first Zelda game we ever bought, and first Zelda game I ever actually 100%ed as well. So yeah, it feels right to kind of revisit it and just give it a little shot again. So what we're going to do, we're going to play a little bit of A Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. Now I'm going to use you would have seen in the history video there, I'm going to use the Game Boy Color DX version, just because it looks better on the screen when you're doing a wee film like this, you know, you'll see why otherwise. So we're going to play this for a little while. I might try and make another video of it in the near future too, just depends. I've been meaning to do this for about a month, but you know, things have happened. So fingers crossed we can get a little bit of play in this one. So ladies and gentlemen, Alienated Youth, Retro Hour, let's play Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening DX. Let's just make sure I press the right button here. There we go. If you're just wondering what I was doing there, it's just switching over my monitor feed, because I've got one monitor, I've got two HDMI, basically HDMI for the computer, and then the HDMI for this, so bigger. And as you can see, I've made a game file already, so let's just fire in. I wonder how long it'll take for the muscle memory to kick in. Koholint Island. You see we've got wee tar in here that's very much a Mario look-alike. So many little nods in this game, it's ridiculous. So let's just get on with it. Let's go and get ourselves a sword. Farewell the chain chomp. But this is what I meant by the kids, by the way. That's what I meant in the history video. The kids kind of break the fourth wall. Rob getting me already, that was quick. Like in other Zelda games have different coloured rupees for different denominations. In this game, don't get that. Collectible rupees like that are just one colour, that's it. You do get other size rupees in chests, so just in case you're wondering. Where were you about 2 minutes ago? Could have been very useful. Right, so let's do a bit of housekeeping first. There's a couple of things we can get right off the bat here. Let's get the game's first heart container, or heart's piece. May as well wake up old man Uhura, I think his name is. It's a weird name. Ulvia. It's basically Navi, but you know, not intrusive, because you have to actively go out and get him. Can I get this already? The Yoshi doll? I think I can. I think we're gonna have to get the Yoshi doll. Yeah. Right, this is just housekeeping for me, so bear with me. Because we need the Yoshi doll later on. Okay. Next up, I can't remember what exactly it is, but there's a secret seashell here. This is like a collectible for the game. There we go. Right. Cool thing is Bow Wow doesn't hurt you, but it will hurt enemies later. So how in God's name would I have visited the Tail Cave without having the key that's in this wood? Bora is a pain. I've never actually realised that before. It's like, that's the stupidest line I've ever seen. And as I said about the rupees. Probably do the fishing game before we do the Tail Cave as well. Just should have enough rupees for that one to get the heart piece there as well. Now I can't get that heart piece till a lot later on, you need the gauntlets for that, so or the power bracelet, whatever it's called. It's amazing when you play an old game like this how quickly the muscle memory kicks back in again. Especially when you do stuff you don't need to do like that. the hearts because there is a fairy fountain just round here. Plus that could always help. That's why I didn't go for that little Octo dude. He's zapped you. Electric. Let's not bother wasting that now, let's just keep the shield. Let's go on with that. And if we just walked on without doing that to raccoon slash Taran, send us through an infinite look through the forest. So that means we can get the Tail Cave key, which is here. Yeah, not all of the dungeons, but a lot of the dungeons in this game you need to unlock first. You need to find the keys for it, which is actually quite ingenious. That didn't really have that kind of mechanism much in previous games. I think this is the first one that really instituted that. I could be wrong. This is on a postcard. Right, so we'll just get the fishing game. Let's get another piece of heart. Just need to get rid of some of the little ones first. The one I need is that one right in the corner, right on the right, just underneath Link. So I could probably get them without getting another runts, as it were. It's fine. This is the only downside to this minigame. You've got to go through the instructions every single time. Come on, come on. Yes! There we go. Okay, let's go to the tail cave. Let's get through this bit. I wish I had time to do a full long play, like do multiple dungeons, but tonight I really don't, unfortunately. Where am I going? There we go. It's actually quite a useful hidden function in the compass, I must admit. So that's 2 keys. So I'm not going through that door just yet, because there's no point. I miss about half the dungeon in one shot if I do that, so let's just keep going. You feel almost ashamed for killing those guys with such an overpowered shot. And yep, that was the famous Goombas. The side-scrolling sections. An item I actually think is probably the most useful in the entire game. I'm not even kidding on that one. Because you can jump. It's just brilliant. Yeah, you take too many hits, so that's when you end up losing your power up. Oh, that's a nightmare key. Pretty sure that's alright. One thing I always like about the spray in this is, like, you know, actively keeps the shield only if you've got the shield equipped. If you've not got it equipped, then it's not showing you the shield. They are able to try and actually get the same bit. Got it. Yeah, I'm not usually this bad at this game. Right. Remember, there's not anything down here, and it's just the drop when if you get knocked down by the mold arm. Yep. Boss time. I actually love how it tells you where to go next. That's brilliant. Right, well, I'm not actually going to Pongus first, that's for sure. Although not for the reason it thinks. So as you can see, no more Bow Out, so I need to go and rescue him. Mostly because you need Bow Out to actually get into the next dungeon. Remember I said most of the dungeons need keys? The second one doesn't technically, you just need something that will eat its way through into the dungeon, so... This won't be there. Right, to the mob one, that's right. Sorry, my bad. It's the Windfish Warp. Right. Right, that was bad even by my standards. Jesus. There we go. Get my bread! Come back here, fairy! Not actually need you around, but you know, well, in most other games you can't actually collect fairies. So now your son will bow until you get through the dungeon and return them home. But it is kind of useful. Lights, I love them. So this is how we get through here. I guess this one first. Because we can't actually kill them, but Burrow can. Hold it. I was actually picking up the right. I know there's a lot to earlier on, but I'll go back to that after. Should actually probably go back to it now, but I'll go back and do that after anyway, so it's doing that. Yep, that was Brian by my standards. Bummer. Oops. Very have to warp back to the start, which is well, kind of. No, I want to come back in a minute. It's fine. Come back later. So good. I'm so glad I can nearly lift them with my bare hands. Well, not with my bare hands, but you see what I mean. You say I was ashamed, but still. Okay, now I'm gonna go back. Yeah, I think that's the only thing that bugs me is that power noise. It just keeps going, doesn't it? Right, I need a doesn't matter. This is what that cool thing said earlier on. The Pole's voice is the prison thing. Kill it first. Kill the bat next. And now kill the stealth voice. myself there. Definitely screwed myself there. I knew there's something screwed up there. Yeah, that's fine. I've already done that bit. No, I do need to progress up. There we go. Don't think I get that there. Oh well. Busy man regardless what I have to do. Right, what we'll do is we'll get Bower back and then I'm going to have to call it a day. Come on, Bow. Dear God. Oh, that's one of them. You too. Come on. Still hangry. Has his own. Thank you. His own sense of timing. Oh, yeah. This one, please. Thank you. Actually, I can get one last heart container. That piece. There we go. I can remember it up here. Always helpful. Not that you ever need that much magic powder on this game, but you know. Doesn't hurt. Back to Miss Bow. There we go. Or Madam Meow Meow, sorry. Right, now I'm trying to remember, I think it might be 300 for the shovel, but I do need to get a shovel soon. Yeah, I can get it now, that's fine. But we do need it, and some bombs could come in handy too. I could do the thief thing, but I'm not going to. Right. Now I can get in here, but I can't do anything with it. But I can start the trading sequence at least, so let's do that. Those other Bow Wow dogs as well, it's crazy. Very, very weird trading sequence this game, honestly. But we're getting somewhere at least. Pretty crazy that, but you know, whatever. Okay, so that's the trading sequence first one go just now. I think, if I remember correct, the next bit. What I'll do is I'll just quickly go back into Tail Cave. Go do anything else. Because now with the bombs, I can bomb that wall that was halfway through the dungeon. I think that should be enough. After that we'll get to it. I'll start the third bit in the my next video, as it were. I think that sounds fair. Hold on. Okay, so that should be enough now. Should point out I've done all this without saving the file once. But we're gonna have to do that eventually, but we'll just get out of Maid Village first. So I've got a whole load of these in the game. They're basically warp zones, warp points, fire all over the island. But that's not important for us just now, so let's just keep going. Right, nothing I can do there. Not until I get the Pegasus boots later on. I think that's a fairy fountain. And I can't get that. That's a key item, but I can't get that just yet. Because we need another item in the trading sequence first. The mirrors that I had look a bit like Ganon. else, but I think I need to go up this way if I remember right. First. And don't check a sign. Well, we can get through that as with the Pegasus boots if I remember right. We can get through that. I swear to God, this game is insane. Right, that's when we'll come up back to the next time. We'll go back there after that. Yeah, I still need another one. This is the seashell hut. That's where those secret seashells come into. Make it 5. Okay guys, I'm calling it quits here, mostly because I'm running out of time. I've actually got other things I need to do today, unfortunately. So yeah, that's the first, say, quarter of Link's Awakening. I do hope to continue on to complete the game as part of this series, but that's all obviously going to be dependent on time, unfortunately. That being said, if you like what I do, like, share and subscribe. Well, like and share this video, subscribe. You can follow me, as you can see, down here. Twitter, Mark Dr McQueen. If you're on PlayStation Network, Alienated Youth. If you're on Xbox, Alienated Youths. So this has been Mark for Alienated Youth, and catch you guys soon.